Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today's is going to be my summer morning routine. This is actually my 6th summer morning routine video. I have done one every single year since 2018, so time has flown by, especially as the first one. I only had Mickey and Casper back then, and now we've got Joey and we've got Duke as well, and now I've got the cottage, so it goes to show how much things change over the years, but also how much things stay the same. So like always, my mornings start very early, so the first thing I do is turn my alarm off because that's normally how I wake up. I also like to down a glass of water because I always wake up really thirsty. I also like to try and open up my curtains, let some light in, make my bed as well. I feel like making your bed in the morning just starts off your day so well. You do one thing on your to-do list, checked off, and it just makes me feel so much more productive. Also, as we're going into autumn a little bit now, I have just put on my dressing gown because I'm a dressing gown girly. When I am in my cottage, I'm always wearing one. I just like to be nice and cozy. I'm also one of those people that get cold very easily. Then it's time to make my cup of tea in the morning. I love a good tea. Also, this might be a little bit strange. Some people might judge me for this, but I love to have honey in my tea. So just run the kettle, pop that in. Here we go. You have a proper This Esme tutorial on how to make a cup of tea. Give that a little mix. Take the tea bag out and also put a little bit of milk in as well. Then I just grab my plate and also a knife because then it's time to make my toast. Recently I've been actually running in the morning, so I don't like to have too big of a breakfast beforehand, but I like to have a little something because normally I do wake up pretty hungry, so very boring, but I'm just having some buttered toast. I'm one of those people that I have like a set breakfast where I'll have the same breakfast every single day for about a month, and then one day I'll wake up and be like, you know what, I'll have something different, and then for another month I'll just have something different every morning. Let me know in the comments what your go-to breakfast is at the moment because I'd love to get some breakfast inspiration. Anyway, once I've eaten, it's time to run back upstairs and get myself ready for the day. So I always like to do my skincare, make sure I wash my face. I'm also that person who will wear sun cream every single day. Even in the winter, I'll put my Factor 50 on because I spend a lot of my time outside with the horses, so I want to protect my skin. I want to make sure that I'm protected from the sun, also especially in the summer when it is hot and sunny. Something that I also make sure that I put on every day is deodorant because you guys know, being an equestrian, we're often doing very stinky and sweaty jobs, and this one from Wild keeps me smelling great all day, especially as sometimes I'll just be going throughout my day and I'll be like, what is this smell coming from my armpit? And I realise it's my deodorant. It smells so good. The one that I'm currently using is the Cotton Fresh and Sea Salt scent. The case is reusable, which is brilliant because there's no single-use plastic, and all of the refills come in compostable packaging, so that's great for the planet. Also, if you're like me and have super sensitive skin, then not to worry because this deodorant has natural ingredients, no harsh chemicals, and is vegan and cruelty-free. It's super gentle on your skin, but also it doesn't compromise on how effective it is, and it has that 24-hour protection. So I've actually teamed up with Wild Natural Deodorant and I have a promo code for you guys. It's ThisEsme20 if you want to try it out. The code doesn't last for long, so use it while it lasts. I really love the ethos behind this brand of trying to eliminate single-use plastics in the bathroom, so please check them out if you can. Then it's time to get clothed into my riding gear. So today's outfit, I've gone for the fern. I also added a little jacket over the top because, as I said before, in the mornings it's starting to get a little bit chilly now and I am a very cold person. I also just added a little bit of makeup because I knew on this particular day I was going to be doing some filming, so I just added a little bit of concealer, mascara and lip gloss. Then it was time to put on my trainers because this morning I was going for a run. I also had to add my headphones as well because you've got to have some music playing when you go for a run to give you that inspiration, keep you going. I'm really lucky that I only live just down the road from where the horses are. However, there is actually a really beautiful footpath that goes all the way through the woods to where the horses are, which is a little bit of a longer route. However, it is prettier, so a bit more fun than running on the road. And I've got to say, starting off my mornings like this, sometimes you don't have the motivation for a run in the morning, but afterwards you just feel so good. Then once I have zoomed over to the horses, it's time to go over to them because they're all often very hungry waiting for their breakfast. I do actually have a little order of which horse I give a cuddle to first. So first I have to go to Joey because he is the biggest horse, he's the top of the herd. Then I go over to Mickey, who is 26 now. He was my first pony. He's now retired from being ridden and he often falls asleep when I give him a cuddle. Then we have Casper, who I've had for 10 years now. He's getting a little bit older, but I still ride him. He's my kind of happy hacker, and he's a little bit more shy compared to the other horses, but still enjoys a cuddle. And then we have Duke, who is now 4. We've had him for 3 years, so he is actually a rescue from World Horse Welfare, and he is our smallest pony. Then it's time to head into the feed room and make the horses all of their breakfast. Joey is fed on Bailey's Performance Balancer, when the rest of the ponies are all fed on Bailey's Low Cal Balancer, because a lot of them are good doers, like they can put on weight pretty easily. So Joey always gets his food first, because if he doesn't, he will kick off and cry. Again, he's the top of the herd, so he has to have his food first. Then next in order we have Casper, and then here we have a very excited Mickey. He definitely gets the most excited for his food every morning, bless him, he's such a cutie. And then last but not least we have little Duke, who is at the bottom of the pecking order because he is the smallest, he is the baby, but he is so cute. I mean, all of them are, they are just adorable. Like I am biased because they are my own horses. And obviously we can't forget about Toby. So Toby is our very old donkey that my parents have had before I was born, and he lives free range around the farm, so he always knows when it's breakfast time. He comes up and says hello to the horses. Sometimes he likes to hang out with them, sometimes he goes over to my grandparents' house, sometimes he likes to mow the lawn in the garden, and then once he's done he wanders off back to wherever he likes to go. Recently he's been absolutely loving going in the arena, and I think that's because in the mornings it's nice and sunny there, it's like a little sun trap. Then it's time to put on Joey's head collar and also his turnout boots and lead him out to his paddock. As I said before, Joey, with things with him, he always has to be the first to do it. So he has to be the first to have his breakfast, he has to be the first to go out to his paddock. Basically the world revolves around Joey. Then it's time to get all of the horses' buckets collected once I've popped them out in the field. So as you can see, the buckets are actually looking rather clean at the moment, and that is because these are new ones. The last ones, oh my goodness, you should not have seen Joey. Joey is not allowed to have nice things. His last one, both of the handles just fell off. They were gone. They were destroyed. Anyway, next it's time to muck out all of the stables, so one of the most stinky jobs that I get up to. However, I do find it still very satisfying and a bit like making my bed in the morning. Once that's done, it just looks so much better and I just feel great. I am definitely a morning person, so I try to do as much as I possibly can in the mornings. So I make sure that I make all of their haylage nets ready for the evening. Then it's time to lead Joey back up, and I don't know if you guys spotted the butterfly in the earlier clip. I thought that was very aesthetic. Anyway, so Joey I try to ride in the mornings just because I said before, I'm a morning person, although sometimes in the UK, the British weather, you've just got to do what you got to do. So sometimes he gets ridden in the afternoon because sometimes it rains in the morning, and you know what? Riding horses is a lot more fun when the sun is shining. Anyway, then I give him a groom and make sure he's nice and clean, and because it was a nice day, I thought, you know what, I'm going to tack him up outside rather than in the wash bay, because it's not going to be long now until it's pretty much raining every day. So the saddle pad colour of the day is fern to obviously match with me. I feel like this colour green, it just looks so good on every colour horse, like especially Joey with his dapples at the moment. So I've actually put on his dressage saddle because on this particular day I thought, you know what, we'll do a bit of dressage. I also gave my saddle a bit of a clean because it was looking a little bit dusty. Again, past Esme, probably should have cleaned my saddle after my ride. Did I not because I was in a rush? Yes. Anyway, I also cleaned a few little poo stains off Joey, got myself ready, and then here we are in the arena. I also like to make sure that he's got some boots on because we were doing some leg yielding today, which I'll show you in a little sec. However, can we just talk about how good Joey is looking? He really has grown into such a lovely horse, and over the summer we've had so much fun. We've been on lots of hacks, so we've been up on the hills working on our hill work, which has been really beneficial for our flat work too, building up those his muscles. We've also been to the woods, into the forest, into the beach. We've just had so much fun. Obviously, nobody is perfect and we still have a lot to work on, but I'm so proud with how he's looking. Also, can we talk about his dapples? Because his dapples at the moment, they are popping, especially with his summer coat. And then here is us doing a little bit of leg yield, which I always think, it just reminds me of the cha-cha slide. That's what I always sing to myself when I'm doing it, especially as we kind of like slide along going sideways. But anyway, after I have ridden Joey, I like to make sure that he has a good old cool down as well. So I walk him round, and then of course I have to give him lots of pats and cuddles because he is just the best boy. I'm so lucky to have him, especially after his injury that he had 2 years ago. It's so nice to hear the last time he actually had the physio out, she was saying how he is looking the best he's ever looked, which as a horse mum I feel just, it just warms my heart. Anyway, once I finish riding him, it's time to give him his second groom just to get rid of any sweaty bits and then lead him down back to the paddock. So thank you so much everybody for watching today's video. If you're new or have not done so already, please like and subscribe. It really does help me out and I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!